All right, well, it's official. Winter is coming. It's getting really frigid up here. I think currently it's in the low 40s. Last night it actually got below freezing, and we have a little space heater on the boat. It kind of, keeps the frost at bay, but it's still pretty chilly. It's going to rain for the next few days, so I'm going to take this opportunity today to get a few chores done. We'll be taking off here in a couple weeks, and so time's a ticking. So first thing, I'm going to go ahead and empty out our holding tanks. Hopefully that all goes smoothly, and then if that goes well, I'm going to go ahead and put on my staysail boom again. I haven't found a setup that I like without running it. As you can see here, I don't have it on, but I'm going to put it back on, and that way I have all the pieces at least, and maybe next sailing season I'll start experimenting again. But anyway, I'm going to start go grab that pump out station and get to work. So, I got the line running all the way back to the cockpit, through the blocks, and here's the finished result. Alright, so if you haven't caught it yet, we're going to be headed to Mexico in spring of next year, as soon as the sailing season in the Northwest up here opens up. So we're taking this opportunity to go ahead and go through all of our safety gear and make sure everything's ready to go. So today what I'm going to be working on is our life raft. This is a Switlick 6-person life raft, and it came with the boat. According to the label here, it hasn't been serviced since date of purchase, which was back in 2004. I know nothing about these, so I don't know if it's going to be good when I take it to get recerted or not, but according to the facility that's going to be doing the recertification, we're going to go ahead and inflate it, or we're going to go through the whole thing, and I think we're going to be able to witness it all, and so hopefully I can take you guys with us, and we'll film it all. But for today, we're not going to do any of that. I'm just going to go ahead and detach it from the boat and get it out on the dock so we can then get it up in the vehicle. We're going to attempt not to throw our backs out, but there's actually some handholds on each corner of the casing here, so it gives you a really good purchase there. So we're going to attempt it and see what happens. So here, go ahead. Okay, I think I can go over there now. You got it? All right. That actually went pretty good. All right. All right, so here is our EPIRB. It is a older satellite 406 model. It came with a boat and it hasn't been serviced in quite a while. There is a sticker on here that says that you will need to replace the battery by 2015. So I have looked into this, and there's multiple sites on the internet to which you can just send this in. Their facilities will then replace the battery. You cannot do this yourself. It must be done by a certified outfit somewhere. And so for $270, I can get a new battery in it, and I believe the battery will be good for either 5 or 10 years. I'm not positive on that. I also have registered this EPIRB with its identification number through the FCC. So it will coincide with our MMSI number, which is used for your AIS. So that way all of our information will show up on the chart plotter. People can see the name of our vessel and the corresponding information that makes it important. I have gone through the test, and it tests out just fine. The battery, even though it says needs to be replaced, is still functioning. So I know this EPIRB is still a functioning unit. So we're going to go ahead and keep this one, and hopefully we never have to use it. So AIS is actually very important. What it does is it allows you to see other vessels, and for those vessels to also see you. So as you can see these other triangles here, that is actually other vessels that are transmitting a signal. If I can hold my finger over it right here, as you see, the information will pop up, allowing me to see more information about that vessel. Now, if you do not have an MMSI number, but you do have an AIS transceiver, then you will not be able to transmit data. So therefore, it is very important to make sure that you get to the FCC website and register your AIS. So that brings me to my experience with my MMSI number. I didn't know what an MMSI number was. We bought the boat. I knew it had all new electronics. I could see other vessels. I had no idea we weren't transmitting until one day it was really foggy and we almost had a collision out there on the water, and I figured I needed to look more into this. So I made a few phone calls. Lo and behold, my AIS, my new Raymarine AIS 700, was not registered. I had no idea how to register my AIS. After a lot of homework and talking with people on the dock, I found out that you can register your AIS by either going to the FCC website or Boat US. It's going to cost you some money. It costs us $220. Now, we couldn't do it through Boat US. That may be cheaper. We plan to go international, so we had to actually register through the FCC. They're actually going to be calling it a license. So a license for an MMSI. Now, there's some forms you're going to need to fill out. It's Form 605. So once you get your certificate from the FCC and obtain your MMSI number, you are not able to enter this MMSI number yourself. You have to have a certified dealer enter this. Now, I'll read you a little something here from my Raymarine AIS booklet. And it states, in the USA, it is a legal requirement that the configuration is performed by a suitable dealer. Now, I have called around the area, and good luck. Nobody is doing boat calls to come down here and do it. And actually, even the boatyard over here doesn't even know what an MMSI number is. Imagine that. So what I did, and what's interesting, is this booklet goes on to actually tell you how to go ahead and enter this MMSI number, even though you're not legally able to do it. Well, I did it anyway. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to have a laptop. And there's some software that you can download. It's Pro AIS 2 from the Raymarine website. I went ahead, I downloaded the software, and then you'll use a micro USB to plug in to your AIS unit. As you can see here from this diagram, it will then go ahead and show you how to fill out the proper columns. Now, it's very important that you get this right. You can only do it once, from my understanding. So this is why they don't want you to do it yourself. If you attempt this, double and triple check that that MMSI number has been entered correctly. If you follow these steps, bam, it's entered, you're good to go. You saved yourself a headache of finding a dealer, even though it's a legal requirement, you're not allowed to do it. Now we can actually be seen, and AIS is working properly.